Rachel with Koa, and today we're going to work on down and do a down stay. This is really important for him. It's kind of one of those basic commands, and with the down stay, that's something we usually work on after sit stay. That's because sit stay is very easy to correct. Sit is usually the first command that we teach our dogs, and down sometimes takes a little bit more time to teach them. And if he were to get up out of his down, it takes a while to get him back in. So in that time, it's possible that he could forget that he was asked to stay in the first place. So we're going to work on that today. And what I'm going to do is first see how he is with the down and try to perfect that, and then we'll add the down stay, which I think he's ready for. He's been doing a really good job. So come on, come here. All right. He's already in a sit. That's natural. I have the treat. I'm going to get down on his level and have him down. Koa, down. Good down. Good down, Koa. Good boy. All right, that was really good. He was responding right away to the command and wasn't even following the treat that much, which is great. It tells me that he does know it. And remember that when I praise him, I tell him good down. It helps kind of cement that in his head of associating the word down with the action that he's doing. So be sure that you reinforce it like that. So now I'm going to try to get Koa to down from a stand. A lot of times we always teach our dog sit, and once they sit, then we tell them down. And with that, they know the routine of stand, sit, down. And sometimes they don't actually know the down command that well itself. I found that with my dog. I competed in obedience with her for years, and then I found out she didn't actually know how to down. She just knew that when I went like this when she was sitting, it was a down. So to get his attention right away, if you have someone come to the door and you need him out of the way, if he's across the house, across the living room, you just say Koa down. Get him to lay down right away without having to go through the whole song and dance with the sit and then down. So Koa, come here. Koa, come on. All right, now his first instinct is kind of to sit. That's not a problem, but I need to get him to stand. Koa, stand. Come on. Come on. Come here, Koa. Down. Good down. Good down, Koa. Good boy. All right, that was really good. He settled into a sit first, but of course that's natural. And he was going from a stand and went straight into a down. So that is what we like to see. Now I'm going to try to do it from a little farther back instead of being right up with him. Koa, come here. And since I know he's good on the down, I'm not going to worry about making him do it from a stand. However he does it is fine with me because I know that he knows it. Koa, down. Down. Koa, down. Down. Good, down. All right, he likes to inch up close to me, so that's not a problem, but we do want to work on it so that he can do it from a distance. What I would suggest is doing it at home. If both of you are working with him, have this leash on him. This is a nice long leash. One of you be standing very quietly behind him, just like this, while the other one has the treats and is giving the command. And that you can be kind of the same distance from him, with him in the middle like this. So one person holding the leash back just like this, and the other person telling him to down. That way he gets used to listening to commands from a distance. And that has a really practical application if you ever take him out in public to the beach. You want him to be able to listen to commands even if he somehow gets off the leash or anything like that. So I'll try to get him to stay and then tell him down from there. So Koa, stay, down. That was excellent. Stay. Now I told him to stay in the first place. I told him to down. He did it from several feet, so that's excellent. And now he's still in his stay. I'm going to work on getting a little more distance. And he's doing really well. Stay. Good stay, Koa. Good boy, yeah. All right, I'm really impressed with that. He's doing everything just perfectly right when I asked him to do it. And so maybe you won't have to work with him, with a leash behind him and the person in front of him giving the commands. He knows stay well, and so just telling him to do that should be fine. So Koa, come here. We'll try it again. Practice is always good. Repetition, you don't want to repeat it too much at once to where he gets bored and frustrated, because then, you'll just kind of have a battle on your hands. But you do want to do it a few times and frequently so that it really gets cemented in his head. Koa, stay. All right, I think that's cheating. Come here. Either he's tired or he was anticipating what I was going to tell him to do. Koa, come on. Oh, I think he's tired from a day of playing. Come here, Koa. Come on. Come on. Come. Good boy. All right, stay. Down. Down. Stay. All right, that was a little bit of the cheating again, but overall it's really not a big deal. This is something that is easy enough to work with, where especially if both of you can work to hold him back so he gets used to listening to those commands at a distance and doesn't inch up to you. Really, it is a good thing that when you give him a command, he wants to come closer to you. So, like if he were to be get off the leash or something, or get out of the yard, when you start giving him instructions, at least he wants to come to you. But one of the reasons why we use stay and wait differently is because you want them to know the difference in those commands. So if he were to get out of the yard or off the leash at the vet's or anything like that, say he were to run across a busy street and you tell him to stay, he knows to sit and stay right there until you physically come all the way up to him and release him, and you can safely walk him across the street. And you can wait until it's safe for you to get across the street and get to him. He'll know that he has to stay there no matter what. And with wait, he's able to come out of the wait when you tell him to. So in the running across the street scenario, it would be best to use the word stay until you can go get him. And so you don't want to, for that reason, that's why you don't want him to come to you necessarily whenever you give him a command. If you need him in the certain spot that he is before you can get there for his safety and for yours. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. It's not very common, but it is something you need to be prepared for, and that's why we're going to work on it now. And I gave you the tip of using two people and having them on the leash, holding them from behind, so that you can work on that. But as of right now, he's doing so well, that's not a big problem. Now he's doing an amazing down stay, but I suspect that it's also a little bit of nap time. So I'm going to add a couple distractions that will get his down, 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 Koa. Down, Koa, down. Down, stay. All right, that did catch his attention. He's been doing really well. It wasn't completely fair though, because I think he was napping by the time I bounced this. So I'm going to bounce it a couple times while reminding him to stay and see how he does, then release him. Stay. 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 Good stay, Koa. Good stay. Good stay. Come on. All right. That was excellent. He stayed there even with the temptation of the ball rolling away. He listened right away to my correction when I saw him going. I said, and he stopped. So that's excellent. And once I released him as a reward, I brought him to the ball because he did such a good job of staying when he was supposed to. So now it's playtime. This was Rachel and Koa, and we were reviewing our down and down stay.